This morning I woke up in the fortress.
So is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse the greatest Spider-Man movie ever? Almost. Maybe. Well, although it doesn't have cinematic swoon-worthy moments like this, thanks to a manic pop art animation style, this is a version of Spider-Man that both honors his comic book origins while giving us a hero for today. The story begins with a world that already has a Spider-Man.
I saved the city, fell in love, then I saved the city again and again and again. Look, I'm a comic book, a cereal, I did a Christmas album, and a so-so popsicle. But this isn't about me.
It's about Miles Morales. He's not looking to save the day, he just wants to do his thing, make his art, and stay out of his police officer father's path. Now, this part of the story we've seen before. Kid bitten by radioactive spider, develops new powers, but this time, it isn't nebbish Peter Parker, but Miles, a young Afro-Latino teen living in Brooklyn. And what does Miles do when he's sticking to walls and freaking out? He opens a comic. Yeah, this is a postmodern spider tale, not only aware of the web slinger's roots, but reveling in them. The animation took twice as long because there's an additional layer of hand-drawn elements to accentuate the comic book aesthetic. Look at the lines on Miles' face in the shading, or watch him chasing after the Prowler. Did you see that? Okay, let's look again. Bam! And punk, whatever that is. The movie is littered with art bombs of sequential art. Words hang in the air or explode out of screeching tires.
Whip and release him. Whip, release, whip.
Now, it can be a tad overwhelming at times, but it's all thanks to the filmmakers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the guys behind the Lego Movie and 22 Jump Street. Their films are fast, funny, and irreverent. Perfect for a film where a dimensional portal opens up and suddenly there's a whole gang of spider people.
How many more spider people are there?
There's drummer, dancer, Spider-Gwen, Nicolas Cage as the black and white Spider-Man Noir, and my personal fave, Spider-Ham, with the voice of comedian John Mulaney.
Do animals talk in this dimension? Because I don't want to freak them out.
Now, a less nimble movie might be overwhelmed by all these characters, but the thread, you might say the web, that pulls it all together is Miles, a kid with remarkable powers caught between his responsibility to his family and the mountain of the mobster known as the Kingpin. Like any great origin story, Miles is defined by a series of tragedies, familiar but meaningful updates where the context is changed because of Miles and his place in the world.
Officer, I love you.
Wait, what?
Part of what sells it is the smart voice casting. As Miles, Shameik Moore brings a modern sensibility and innocence to the character. Maybe you caught him in the Netflix series The Get Down. Then there's Miles' mentor, Peter B. Parker. Only New Girl's Jake Johnson could give us a hero who still wears sweatpants. More spider schlub than man.
I love this burger, so delicious. One of the best burgers I've ever had. You have money, right? I'm not very liquid right now.
I think you're gonna be a bad teacher.
Soon the hero and the student are bracing for the final showdown. A psychedelic boss battle that bends reality.
If I don't destroy the collider, none of us will have a home to go home to.
Remember, what makes you different
Let's go!
is what makes you Spider-Man.
Back in 1962, when Stan Lee first gave us Peter Parker, this neurotic superhero balancing his home life with his hero duties was a revelation. But rather than just a gimmick to bring in new audiences, the new Spider-Man feels like how Stan would tell the story today. No matter who or what we are, that power and responsibility is in all of us.
Me as the teacher who could still do it. You as the student who can do it, just not as good.
4.5 stars out of 5.